Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I very much hope that this video finds you well and in very good spirits wherever you are in the world. And I would love to ask you another question. In the past, in some recently uploaded videos, I have asked you, my dear friends, what are some of your favorite horror films, comedies, sci-fi films? And you have given me some great answers. I've been so fortunate about that, so thank you so much. And to continue on with this, I would now like to ask you, my dear friends, my dear friends, what are some of your favorite romantic films? What are some of your favorite romantic films? Please feel free to let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to hear what it is you have to say. Your favorite romantic films. Now, feel free to interpret this phrase as liberally or as broadly as you would like. In other words, of course we have certain genres of cinema. The romantic film, the romantic drama, the romantic comedy, rom-com, and that sort of thing. And so those, I think, are quite directly dealing with themes or narrative constructs that deal with characters or situations of a romantic nature. And so I think we can think of films in those genres, and I have a number of those because I really love those genres. But we also find certain elements of romantic storytelling or narrative in other films that might not necessarily be considered classified under the quote-unquote romantic drama or romantic comedy film. In other words, we can still find elements of the romantic story in films that might not otherwise be marketed as being romantic films themselves. We can find romantic elements in other genre films. So if you feel like you want to interpret the phrase romantic film in a way that maybe extends beyond the traditionally considered films of the romantic drama, romantic comedy genre, by all means, please do so, and I'd be very happy to hear what it is you have to say. The idea of the romantic, like the love stories, these are really almost go hand in hand with drama. Right? If we think of the notion of drama is how human beings, when they are interacting with each other, what results from that? I mean, that's drama, right? And that resulting can be a positive interaction, negative interaction. It can be a violent interaction, or it can be a very intimate interaction. It can be one that is platonic. It can be one that is very intimate and sexual, or it can be something that is on a friendly nature, or that sort of thing, or maybe antagonistic, etc. But whatever the case may be, drama is, of course, a very key part of storytelling. And one of the aspects of drama is, of course, the love story or the romantic. How certain characters or characterizations play themselves out in this kind of setting or mood, which I think is very fundamental to drama storytelling or storytelling in general. And so there are many examples of this which I think are worth just mentioning. And so I'd love to hear what it is you have to say. I haven't solidified my own list of this, but if I had to mention a few that are just off the top of my head immediately, I could say, for example, something like Brief Encounter, which is still to this day, what an emotionally powerful work that is. I love that film, Brief Encounter. And even more recently, something like Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Now, I had the great opportunity of being able to speak about a recent release of that film by the Criterion Collection earlier this year. And that had been the first time that I had seen that film, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. And my goodness, even now I'm still haunted by certain scenes and aspects of that film, which is very intensely personal and intimate, and so filled with love and passion that is rooted in something that is so earnest and so almost, yeah, so earnest and pure. That's a really what a beautiful work that is, a portrait of a lady on fire. And that is, yeah, what a great work that one is. And there are others as well. I'm a big fan of Audrey Hepburn. I love Audrey Hepburn's films, and so some of her films are among the most romantic, which I'm a big fan of. So films like, for example, Roman Holiday. Oh my goodness, I love that film. I remember seeing that film as a kid and just falling in love with Audrey Hepburn, as I think the world did. So, and right, my life was forever changed. And one film in particular that I really love is Two for the Road. And I think that's really great. And I remember seeing that when I was a kid. And I thought it was really effective, but there were some aspects of the film that I didn't quite understand. It was only when I got a little bit older and I was in, I had, I was now married and stuff, so I could watch that film again, and it really affected me in a very surprising and unexpected way. And I think it had to do with the fact that I was watching it now as an older person, and it deals with certain themes that I think are not unconnected with that kind of trajectory in my own life. And so I thought it was a very arresting work, romantic at its core, but also dealing with the idea of the relationship over time. And so brilliant work. Again, a big fan of Audrey Hepburn, so that is, I think, a key work that features her. And there are many others, of course, but let me just stop there. I don't want to overtake the conversation. But I'd now love to turn over the conversation to you, my dear friends, and to hear what it is you have to say about this question, which is, once again, my dear friends, what are some of your favorite romantic films? Love stories, rom-coms, romantic dramas, or however you want to interpret that question. As always, I would love to hear what it is you have to say. Okay, my friends, so that's it for now. And so until we meet again, please be happy and healthy and well, and please keep on watching a lot of great, great movies. Thank you once again for your time, my dear, dear friends, and cheers.